As we said, where is this revenue going to come from? So there are a couple of options that the finance minister can look at. Firstly, I think we can all expect to see some taxes going up, so that's one thing. Fuel levy might also be one of the things that will also be an easy win or an easy one to implement. The issue around VAT is always a very controversial one and has a lot of political sensitivities around it. So looking at where the VAT rate is, we are at 14%, where the global norms are around 15 to 17%. So we are still below what would be considered the global norm. But if we think about it, VAT is essentially a tax on spending, and this would have a ripple effect on, especially on the poor, which is something that I think they're very cognizant of, and because you essentially would be taxing the poor, that is not one that they are likely to touch. So other ones that they could probably be looking at, a wealth tax or a tax on high income earners is certainly not off the table. In terms of corporate taxes, there is always a lag effect, because you could see that corporates might be in the red, and it might take a while for some of the revenues to come through, and meaning that it might take a while for them to be taxed. So as I said, revenue is going to be very important. So I think it is safe to say that we are possibly looking at higher taxes. So easy ones here that we already are aware of, we will see an increase in sin taxes. In terms of a fuel levy, we could possibly see an increase in that. What could be a little bit trickier could be corporate taxes, and the reason for that is that there is usually a lag effect when it comes to corporates, especially given that some of them may be in the red at the moment, so it will take a while for us to see that revenue coming through. Personal income taxes might be the easiest way to go, so we are looking at South African citizens paying more for their taxes. Certainly looking forward to finding out what are some of the key outcomes from the Davis Tax Committee will be, especially with regards to the carbon tax. We've all been waiting for that and more clarity, and of course the sugar tax. That bringing in more revenue, but also trying to disincentivize consumers and trying to have a healthier South Africa. So those are just some of the revenue streams that we are looking at, and of course ensuring that we are sticking to the path of fiscal consolidation. Because this is a very tough balancing act, if this particular budget is not seen as one that would please the ratings agencies, or be seen as one that is particularly strong, we could possibly see a weakening in the currency. We have seen the currency being very strong last week, but that really did have to do with external factors. But if we did see a disappointing budget, we can expect to see the rand take a bit of strain. And of course, if we are looking at consumers paying more taxes, this is yet just another blow for them. Yes, we are expecting higher economic growth for the 2017 year. We must still take into account that this is from a very low base, and South African consumers are still very much under pressure at the moment. Just to go back to what President Jacob Zuma said 2 weeks ago, the State of the Nation address, he was talking about radical economic transformation. I think that'll be a very big theme that we will certainly be starting to see. But I think the concern there is, with any transformation, this is not something that's going to come into effect within the next 2 to 3 months. Transformation and economic transformation does take time. So I think the balance of seeing radical economic transformation and balancing that with some of the social responsibilities when it comes to the grant system, and also trying to ensure that we are on a path of fiscal consolidation, is going to be a very, very a hard task for the minister to juggle. So a combination of all of those things are some of the things that we'll definitely be looking to, and just making sure that the ratings agencies are happy, and that South Africans also will be getting some bang for their buck.